Hi, let me ask you a question. Did you ever notice how good your mind is to complicate your life? Thinking about the future that didn't come, spin stories, worries, stories that happened in the past that perhaps you don't even remember it, and your mind try to remind you of details of those stories that even doesn't change anything in your life. But the mind just goes from one subject to another, like a hyperactive small little creature, and you have no control on it. But paradox to it is not a trick or a strategy, it's a simplicity, a tool that you already have. And perhaps sometimes you use it without even noticing it. But we have to use that tool, the simple tool that we all have to simplify our life. That's what we want, no? Time to time, we ask ourselves, why my life is so complicated? And I wish my life was a little bit more simple. But to declutter your mind and to live a simple life, there is a tool that you already possess. And let's talk about it today. As a positive psychology coach, I've seen how powerful the simplicity can be. As Thich Nhat Hanh says, the present moment is the only time that you have power of control it. Let's go back to mindfulness and understand how we can use mindfulness and present moment to simplify our life and how we can use this tool. The tool is your body, going back to your body. You know, mindfulness teaches you to reconnect to your body. Your body is the most reliable allies that you have. Your body moves you. Your body creates for you. Your body communicates with your brain. The outside world, your brain is in a black box and cannot see or feel anything outside this box. So your body, you rely on your body to communicate the outside world to your brain. We heard many times, healthy body, healthy mind. So what that means, let me give you an example. You want to take a picture, you look at a beautiful scene and you use your camera, but unfortunately your lens is foggy, full of dust and dirty. What you end up with is a foggy, dusty and ugly picture. When your body is tired and cannot communicate properly with your brain, what happens is that the result is a foggy, dirty, and complicated picture that you can't even analyze it and understand it. So it's very important to go back to your life as simple as I'm telling you. And now we are going to see the steps that we can use to actually create more powerful control on our mind. You know, your mind keep running and running and running constantly. And believe it or not, if you take a piece of paper in one day and start to write down whatever comes to your mind, your body cannot at all catch up with it because it's too fast, it's too complicated, and are those thoughts that completely unrelated one to another one. So your body needs to write it down in a piece of paper because you use the tool of your body. But if there is no this communication between your body and your mind, unfortunately, your body fail to follow up what your mind is ordering. So, to have harmony with what you think and what you see and feel through your body is very important and is a tool that you already have it. And unfortunately, in a recent time in this modern world, we lost this connection. Here's the funny thing: mindfulness is very simple, but our mind make it very complicated because our mind is used to make things complicated. Perhaps we ask ourselves, am I doing it right? Is it another method? What am I going to achieve? But we should remember, through mindfulness, we are not achieving anything or um, any particular state of being. It's about noticing simply what's happening around us and what's happening in our body. Noticing the moment by moment of life and not missing it. As John Kabat-Zinn says, you can't stop the wave, but you can learn how to surf. Mindfulness is about riding up and down of the life with grace, simplicity, and resistance. Mindfulness is very easy and it's all about noticing the moment. Just time to time, sit, listen to your breath. You don't need to change it. You're not doing meditation. You're just noticing what is happening around you. Try to be curious about your thoughts without judging it. You know, curiosity of your body can untangle the knots of your mind. Um, just be present. Look at the sky time to time and see how beauty of those clouds that are moving through a very soft wind can make you feel happy. I have a challenge for you today. Just write down which one of these steps that you're using. What was the sensation of mindfulness that you had today? Share it with me. And don't forget, mindfulness is not about changing your mind or not paying attention to your mind. It's about enjoying your thoughts and be allies, your body being allies of your mind. Mindfulness is about not using your body as your slave, but respect it and remembering that this tool, this body, is a temple that you have to live in for a long, long time. And it's the only source of your brain to be communicated with the outside world. So subscribe to my channel, send this video to whoever perhaps needs to come back to that temple, beautiful temple of their body. And until next time, I wish you great mindful days.